Today we discuss about the double sideband suppressed carrier amplitude modulation. Already we discussed about the double sideband full carrier amplitude modulation. We are familiar in that modulated signal contains carrier signal, lower sideband signal and upper sideband signal. But the carrier signal does not contain any useful information, so most of the power is wasted in that. So in order to save the power efficiency in amplitude modulation, carrier can be removed from the AM signal because it doesn't contain any useful information. So this is known as double sideband suppressed carrier AM. So from the name itself we can easily understand we are going to suppress the carrier in amplitude modulation. It gives a more power efficient than the traditional double sideband full carrier amplitude modulation. So traditional double sideband full carrier amplitude modulation power efficiency is 33.3% only. But in this double sideband suppressed carrier AM, we are going to improve the power efficiency. The modulated signal contains only LSB and USB terms. Okay, so in this double sideband suppressed carrier amplitude modulated signal contains only LSB and USB terms, but it failed to reduce the bandwidth. This is message signal. Vm of t. This is carrier signal. Vc of t. This is modulated signal is Vc of t. This is product modulator. So this is the simple block diagram we are using in this double sideband suppressed carrier amplitude modulation. So product modulator we are using. It's nothing but a mixer. So input signal is Vm of t, carrier signal is Vc of t, modulated signal is nothing but Vm of t into Vc of t. Mixer or product modulator. So here double sideband suppressed carrier signal is Vm of t into Vc of t. So this is the first expression. We know that Vm of t is Vm sin omega ct. Vc of t is nothing but Vc sin omega ct. Sorry, this is Vm of t. Double sideband suppressed carrier modulated signal output voltage is nothing but modulated signal output is Vm of t into Vc of t. We know that Vm of t is nothing but Vm sin omega mt. Vc of t is Vc sin omega ct. Therefore, double sideband suppressed carrier modulated signal is Vm Vc by 2 into cos of omega c minus omega m into t minus cos of omega c plus omega m into t. So this is the double sideband suppressed carrier amplitude modulated voltage distribution equation. Okay. So this is the Vm Vc by 2 cos omega c minus omega m into t minus cos omega c plus omega m into t. So it shows that this equation shows that only two terms are available, omega c minus omega m, omega c plus omega m, isn't it? Okay, this is the lower side band, this is the upper side band. Only side bands are there in the output equation. The carrier is removed. So in this case, the product of Vm of t and Vc of t produces the double sideband suppressed carrier amplitude modulated signal. Thus, we require product modulator to generate the double sideband suppressed carrier signal. This is the double sideband suppressed carrier amplitude modulated signal waveforms. So this is the message signal with the amplitude varies from plus AM to minus AM. Carrier signal amplitude varies from plus AC to minus AC. This is the double sideband suppressed carrier signal. This peak point is Vmax, maximum voltage. This point is Vmin, minimum voltage. The waveform, this is the double sideband suppressed carrier signal at zero crossing level. So instead of going down, the waveform moves like this. So here phase reversal takes place. See, again the waveform goes like this at zero crossing point. Instead of going down, the waveform goes like this. Phase reversal takes place. So this is the double sideband suppressed carrier modulated signal. Now I am going to draw the spectrum of frequency spectrum of double sideband suppressed carrier amplitude modulation. This is V double sideband suppressed carrier output. Here it is, frequency or omega. Omega c plus omega term is available. If you are taking frequency, it is nothing but fc plus fm, isn't it? Fc plus fm. So omega c plus omega m. This is USB. There is no carrier in that. Then here I am taking omega c minus omega m. This is LSB. So this is the spectrum of double sideband suppressed carrier amplitude modulation. In traditional double sideband full carrier amplitude modulation, we are having carrier signal here, isn't it? So in this spectrum of double sideband suppressed carrier, we don't have any carrier signal, because in the output we are having only two terms, two sidebands, upper sideband and lower sideband. DSP-SC total power in modulated wave is PT dash is equal to lower sideband, upper sideband power plus lower sideband power, isn't it? Only we are having upper sideband and lower sideband in the output signal. So we have to calculate the power of lower sideband and upper sideband. So power is equally distributed in LSB and USB. We know that, isn't it? So lower sideband power is equal to upper sideband power is equal to, so lower sideband power, upper sideband power is MA squared VC squared by 8R. Simply we are expanding this expression, so we will be getting MA squared by R into VC squared by 2R, because we know the value of PC. PC is nothing but VC squared by 2R. So power expression for double sideband suppressed carrier is MA squared by 4 into PC. So this is the power sideband power equation for MSB and LSB. Therefore we substitute the value of sideband power in this expression. PT dash is equal to lower sideband power plus upper sideband power. So we are deriving lower sideband and upper sideband power. MA squared by 4 into PC plus MA squared by 4 into PC. So from this expression, twice of the same terms, 2 PC into MA squared by 4. So the equation becomes PC into MA squared by 2. So this is the total power for double sideband suppressed carrier, isn't it? So PT dash is equal to 1 by 2 is nothing but 0.5, isn't it? 1 by 2 is 0.5. So PC into MA squared by 2. This is the total power for double sideband suppressed carrier amplitude modulation power expression. Total power is PC into MA squared by 2. For 100% modulation, for 100% modulation, MA is equal to 1. Therefore, the total power is, PT dash is, MA is 1 is nothing but 1 by 2 is 0.5, isn't it? Total power is PC into MA is 1 means, therefore total power is 0.5 PC, isn't it? For 100% modulation, the total power for double sideband suppressed carrier amplitude modulation is 0.5 PC. Then we derive power saving method in double sideband suppressed carrier amplitude modulation. Power saving. It's nothing but power saving is equal to total power minus double sideband suppressed carrier amplitude modulated power divided by the total power. So we know that the total power, this is nothing but traditional amplitude modulation. Double sideband full carrier amplitude modulation. Already we derived the total power for traditional amplitude modulation. What is the value? We know that PC into 1 plus MA squared by 2 minus in this expression we are finding PC into MA squared by MA squared by 2, isn't it? Again I am writing the same step, PC into 1 plus MA squared by 2. This is the traditional power amplitude modulation equation. Then for a double sideband suppressed carrier, PC into MA squared by 2. I am expanding divided by total power is PC into 1 plus MA squared by 2, isn't it? Okay. So in this expression I am substituting all the values. Total power for traditional amplitude modulation is PC into 1 plus MA squared by 2 minus PC into MA squared by 2 is the power expression, total power expression for double sideband suppressed carrier amplitude modulation divided by the total power. Then I am expanding this step. I am taking PC common. I am taking PC outside. So the equation will be 1 plus MA squared by 2 minus MA squared by 2 whole divided by PC into 1 plus MA squared by 2. PC and PC get cancelled. Plus MA squared and minus MA squared get cancelled. Therefore 1 divided by 1 plus MA squared by 2. So the equation will be 2 divided by 2 plus MA squared. Isn't it? 2 divided by 2 plus MA squared. So here we are getting 1 divided by 1 plus MA squared. 1 divided by 1 plus MA squared by 2. I am cross multiplying this. So I will be getting 2 divided by 2 plus MA squared. So this is the power saving expression for double sideband suppressed carrier amplitude modulation. So power saving is equal to power saving in double sideband suppressed carrier amplitude modulation equation is 2 divided by 2 plus MA squared. 2 divided by 2 plus MA squared. So this is the power saving expression for double sideband suppressed carrier amplitude modulation. Power saving is percentage is equal to 2 divided by 2 plus MA squared into 100. For 100% modulation, MA is equal to 1, isn't it? So then power saving becomes for 100% modulation, power saving is so the equation is 2 divided by 2 plus MA is 1, isn't it? So 1 into 100, which is equal to 2 divided by 3 into 100. This is equal to 66.7%. So this shows that the power is saving is increased from 33.3% to 66.7%, isn't it? In traditional amplitude modulation, the power efficiency becomes 33.3%. Okay, so this equation shows that the power is increased from 33.3% to 66.7%. So in double sideband suppressed carrier amplitude modulation, power is saving from 33.3% to 66.7%.